Hey everyone, it's Heidi with Sun Therapy Services. Today I want to demonstrate for you a few exercises that require no equipment. So these are our there's no excuse exercises. If we feel like there's not enough time in the day, if we feel like we can't get to a place that has equipment, if we feel like we have nothing at home, these are the exercises for you. Just a little bit of mobility to keep you moving each and every day. So as always, consult a healthcare professional before doing new exercises. Don't do anything that is not comfortable for you. These are just general exercises that work well for many people, but not everything is for everyone. So let your conscience be your guide on that. So we're going to start out with just some core exercises, some things we can do while we're sitting here with nothing around us. So you can just kind of cross your arms over your chest, and we're just going to twist back and forth, go side to side. Keep our knees where they're at, straight ahead, and just turn our body. Twist one way and the other way. And I would recommend doing this for about 15 to 20 seconds. You can count 10 on each side, 15 on each side if you'd like. Just kind of twist the body, warm it up a little bit, get that core activated. All right, so that's number one. The next one is kind of going off of that. We're going to be sitting here. We want to make sure that we're sitting upright and we're on a sturdy chair, and it's best to do these exercises with our legs out at about 90 degrees. I actually have a pillow under my feet right now because this chair is a little too tall for me to properly do these exercises, but use what you have. I mean, if a big comfy couch is all you got, that's better than nothing, right? It's doable. So we're sitting here. I'm going to put my arms across my chest, and I'm going to try to keep my back straight and just kind of twist and lean until my elbow touches my opposite leg. So we want to twist and lean, twist and lean. And if this is a little too difficult to get your elbows all the way down there, you can kind of put your hands just in front of you like this, and then it's a little easier of a reach. And so same thing, you can do this for 15, 30 seconds, or you can count 10 on each side, 15 on each side. And again, if you want a bigger challenge, cross your arms, come all the way over, keeping that back straight, leaning forward. If you feel unsteady or that this is going to cause you to fall out of your chair, don't do this one. But if you feel nice and secure in your chair, this is a good one we can do while we're sitting and we just need a break. Or if we're watching TV, these are all good to do during the commercial breaks. Something that's just simple. We don't need any equipment. Okay, so that's number two. Number three, we're going to scoot forward in our chair, sit at the edge of our seat, sit up nice and tall. And again, we're going to cross our arms if we can, and we're going to lean back, slow and controlled, into the back of our chair. And then we're going to use those core muscles to lean back forward and sit upright. So we want to use our muscles, not our momentum. So nice and slow back, nice and slow up. I'm going to do 10 of these with you. If you're watching this with me, feel free to set up a chair and do the exercises right along with me, and we can just take about 10 minutes and do some exercises, or watch this now and remember them. And then you can do them during your commercial breaks, during your lunch break, before or after, if you're doing work, if you're sitting a lot. These are also great to do if mobility difficulties, or if you have pain or anything broken in your feet or legs, because we're not standing, we're not walking, we're not running. We're just moving our body, using those muscles, not that momentum. Come back and forward, and we'll do one more. All right, so basically sit-ups, but in our chair, right? So the next one is kind of like that, but the opposite. And I'm going to be honest, it's difficult. And so I find it easiest, the farther I scoot forward, the more I lean back, the easier this one is. So again, just cross your arms, and we're gonna bring both feet up. So kind of like an opposite of a crunch. We're bringing our knees up to our chest. Again, nice and controlled. We don't want to let them just fall down to the gravity. Bring them up and down, and make sure that you're getting some good deep breaths while you do these. In through your nose, out through your mouth as we get these exercises done. If it's too hard for you to lean forward and come up like that, and you're sitting upright and you just can't get the legs up, you could always put your hands down on the chair to kind of help. This is a good exercise as well. It's just a little different. It uses a little bit of different muscles in the legs and also our arms a little bit. So this is not a bad one to do either. You could do even both. And just get those legs moving, get that body active. And if these are difficult, if you're not moving, still doing them and trying is getting the effort done, right? We don't have to be doing the full motion. If we get just a little bit of the motion, or even just the thinking, the action, the pushing of the muscles, it's still doing that strengthening. So along with that, with movement, and you might not see a lot of movement, but still doing the exercise, strengthening the muscle. If you are sitting on a chair with arms, this one is better to use the armrest, to use the arms of the chair to push on, but I'm just going to scoot forward here and use the edge of my seat. It's a little too low. It would be more ideal if I had a chair with armrests or a wider space and I can put towels or something to give me a higher surface. But we want to just push down on our arms, the arms of the chair, to try to lift our bottom up. And when I am doing this in an armchair, I oftentimes stick my legs out in front of me, so I'm not tempted to use my legs. I really want to use my arms to just push myself up, maybe hold it for 1, 2, 3, and back down. Take a good deep breath. Push and hold it for 1, 2, 3. Breathing all the time. We don't want to hold our breath while we're exercising or while we're doing anything. Air is important. So push down, 1, 2, 3. And so for this one, if you're pushing and your bum is not lifting up off the chair, you're still getting that strengthening in your triceps and your arms by doing the act of pushing. You may be able to lift your bum all the way up like you're about to stand up, and that's great too. Whatever works for you is what we want. One more, we're gonna push, hold, and relax. Okay, so we did the twisting, we did the side crunches, we did the leaning back, we did the bringing the legs up, we stuck our hands and pushed down. So another one that's great to do while we're just sitting, even while we're watching TV, while we're working at the computer, whatever it is that we're doing that may be causing us to sit and not get as much movement, is just marching. So again, we want to sit up in our chair, sit upright. We don't really want to be slouching or leaning. We want to sit upright and just march. And they can be little baby marches. They can be big exaggerated marches. But again, as always, we want to use our muscles, not our momentum. So we don't want to just kind of bounce them around, because then we're not getting as much effort in our legs and in our core, keeping ourselves up, because momentum is just moving us. So we want to use our legs, use our muscles. Just come up and down. Another great one while we're sitting is just to straighten out our knee. So we're sitting here and we just kind of kick up and come back. You know, you can't really see, get my foot up there so you can see what we're doing. Just straightening the leg here. So again, these exercises don't require any equipment. They don't require much time. If you don't want to call them exercise, that's fine too. We can just call it movement, incorporating movement into our day. And you can see, even though I'm not running a marathon and I'm not, doing extreme exercise, it's been not quite 10 minutes and we're just moving, I'm breathing a little heavier. It works. It's getting you moving. It's doing just movement and getting those muscles working. So these are just some great things to do, incorporate in your day. Maybe spread them out, 30 seconds here, 30 seconds there, 30 seconds there every time you sit down, or every time you stand up, try to incorporate one of these sitting exercises involving no equipment. And again, only do what is right for you. Not all of these may be right for you. Most of them might be. So speak to whoever you may need to speak to about that, or you can contact me and ask any other questions that you may have. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it's helpful to just add a little bit of movement in your day. Have a great day.